Hello everyone. Hi Beckish too. Hi, how are you doing tonight? Or today, I should say. Hope you're doing well. Oh, by the way, how are things down there in New Zealand? No, I don't know if you heard, but situation in France is not great. I'm kind of worried about the new variant. There's a Mensa event on the 8th. Yeah, in time of COVID, yeah. Sorry. There's a Mensa gathering on the 8th of December. Well, on Wednesday, next Wednesday. And there's going to be like 200 person over there. I'm really wondering if I should go. Well, actually, pretty sure I shouldn't go. We failed to contain Delta. Oh yeah. Well, he had a pretty good run, but yeah. Maybe I could go to this event, even if I catch COVID. I mean, I'm gonna see my parents on the 25th, so I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It's spread a little bit everywhere. They've been trying to vaccinate as many people as possible. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got an appointment for my booster shot on the 10th of January. Yeah. Apparently, Omicron is very sneaky. I don't know. Last thing I heard about Omicron is a lot of people caught it, but no one died. So it might be milder than the previous ones. I don't know. Since yesterday, you have to present your vaccine passport to go in certain places. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think even if the vaccine doesn't prevent you catching COVID as much as it did, at least there's a much less chance that you're gonna go to the hospital at the end. So it still makes sense. Yeah, but it's still very early, so have to take everything with a grain of salt. Oh god damn it! I don't know. Is this gonna end someday? I watched the South Park special, post-COVID special, and it's like 40 years in the future, when there's finally no more COVID. I don't know. The vaccine makes it less intense, which is still very well. Yeah, if you go to places where you're more likely to catch COVID, then at least you're not gonna have a severe symptoms. Yeah. I wonder if it's become like the flu. Well, a lot of people have said that probably is gonna do that, which made me realize. Thinking about that, I realized I didn't get the flu shot. I never had one actually. Maybe I should have. Which is weird. I've done a lot of vaccines recently because I had to get booster shots for a lot of things. Also, I actually realized I'm not vaccinated. I wasn't vaccinated against. I don't know the English name for that. La rougeole. What's the English name for rougeole? Measles. So got vaccinated against that. So yeah. It's yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, measles. Yeah, for measles. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm happy to be vaccinated now. But I was pretty sure that, I don't know, my parents would have done it when I was a kid. But apparently they didn't. I don't know. Wait a second. Anyway, so today we are continuing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I was contemplating playing Heavy Rain on PC. I mean, I've got it on PS3, but the PS3 is at the office, so. And I've seen that I can get it for very cheap, but I don't know. You're not entirely sure which vaccines you had. Don't you have your carnet de santé? I don't know if that's an English word for that. Because everything was in mine, except maybe vaccines I got when I went to India. I think I got them in Belgium, so pretty sure I didn't. No. But you can actually get tested for a few things. I had a measles test to see if I was immunized. So if you're in doubt, I'm not sure I have it here. It's probably at my mom's. Maybe she could. I was gonna say maybe she could scan you the pages, but it might be. I don't know. My parents had a hard time sending me a picture the other day, so it might be harder than it sounds. In any case, yeah, you should think about that. Like, wait, what's the name of tetanus? Tetanus. Okay. Okay. So, oh, I don't think you know Alexandre from the Cocampat. But he had a thing where he cut his finger. Not he didn't cut off his finger. He just cut his finger, and he for a marine time. Yeah, no, not the same Alexandre. Not the tall one. Wait, was this Alexandre? I'm not sure. Alexandre Doyen. Bref. Anyway, he wasn't vaccinated against tetanus. And, well, apparently it's quite important to be vaccinated because we have a vaccine, but we don't have a cure. So if you got too much tetanus in your system, then you die. Did he catch it? Well, he had a bit. Not much, but a bit. So they kind of insisted that he should be vaccinated, which is not, a problem. It's just he thought he was. Well, apparently, yeah, it's not too bad if you got a small amount of tetanus in your body. But that's what I understand. Well, yeah, well, he didn't really catch it because otherwise he'd be dead. Which would be a bummer. Yeah. So yesterday we finally saved, well, we didn't really, I don't know, it was weird. We got a non-guilty verdict, but we're not sure if the guy actually did it or not, so it was kind of weird. And that's probably gonna come back later in the story. But tonight we're gonna get into a new trial, probably. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro? Why didn't they translate that?
I begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his head languidly in my direction, that there is more to this case than that which we have observed. Indeed, that there may be another part to this story that we are yet to discover. His eyes wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of herbal tea, leading him to the distant memory of that snowy evening. To the young lady collapsed on the pavement along Briar Road, and to the knife in her back. Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps, a most extraordinary scene had been set. And under the cover of a light fog, the curtain had risen silently on the insoluble mystery of our invisible killer.
Invisible? Oh, in the Great Justice. 19th of February, 9:47 a.m. British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Oh, did you sleep last night, Naruto-san? We played a Sherlock Holmes board game yesterday night. Oh, was it good? Fits the theme. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes. Maybe that your Sherlock was less extravagant, though. No, not at all. Oh, it was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? The rooms were so luxurious. I felt like we were staying in a palace. And with all the gaslighting twinkling, it was brighter than day, even in the middle of the night. Oh, what about the enormous beds? After my time in the SS Borea, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space. Oh yeah, I don't remember if you saw, but we traveled mostly in a wardrobe as a stowaway. From Japan to the US, no, to Britain. It's quite a travel. I spent the entire night rolling from one side of the mattress to the other. Oh yes, it really was a sort of night you can only dream of normally. Except... oh, when I learned that we owed £3 for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare. £3? That doesn't sound like a lot. But then again, I think it's not the same pounds as today. Oops, sorry about that. Wait. Yeah, it was good. It wasn't replayable because once you solve the murder, then that's it. Oh, but the world building was pretty good. Okay. I'm surprised to hear that about a board game, but alright. The building was so impressive and the entrance so inviting. I was just wondering without thinking. Oh, in a lodging house in Japan, that sum of money would put a roof over your head for a whole year. What? What? Oh, I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill. Really, I'm sorry. Wait, how did we pay for that? How much money do we have? I don't know. Well, never mind. We must find some more affordable lodging straight away, though. Oh, yeah, because... yeah, in yesterday's game, someone was selling books for £1 and 6 shillings, and everyone was like, oh, that's a crazy amount to ask for a book. What is it? Was it written by the Queen of England? £1 and 6 shillings. I don't know how many shillings are in a pound. Well, yes, because we didn't have any accommodation. That's why we went to some kind of crazy hotel, apparently. Because when we arrived in London, then we went to this office and met with the Chief Justice. And then we had to rush to a trial to defend a man that's apparently is some kind of a crook and maybe a murderer. And then it was, the evening. Oh dear. What a story. If we are not careful, our entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less. Stipend? Is this all the money we have? They're using a lot of all the words, and I don't really know all of them. Stipend. Okay. Ah! London is a scary place. Ah! Oh. Ah, good morning to you at this early hour. It's the Chief Justice. Ah, yeah. Oh, yes, well, Oh, good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We have come to report on the outcome of the trial at the Old Bailey yesterday. Oh, Sato-san is amazing. She doesn't bat an eyelid, even in the presence of the imposing Lord Strongheart. Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation into British courtroom practices. Oh, yes, it was very eye-opening. Thank you. Oh, and in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhodo performed his duty to the end. Yes, I've already been apprised of events. Apprised of events. Okay. You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed. Oh. No longer are you a student from the Empire of Japan. You may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer. My country is delighted to welcome young talents from such a remote eastern land. Thank you very much. So I'm a lawyer now. Stipend, a fixed or regular amount of money paid as a salary or allowance, as to a clergyman. Well, then, if it's a regular amount, how could we spend it all in 10 days? Oh, maybe in 10 days instead of a month? Okay. Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you. I'd like you to take it on at once. I trust that won't be a problem. Another case? Already? Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience. I'm sure. I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I? Of course not. It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite come to terms with it. What's to come to terms with? The man was cleared. What more were you hoping for? The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to prefer judgment. Oh, well, Lord Van Beek, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense. This guy, he looks very fishy. I just can't help wondering if Mr. McGilded really was innocent. Oh, Naruto-san. It's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth. And then the trial ended. Well, you needn't let it trouble you for a second longer. Sorry, what? Oh, what do you mean, Lord Strongheart? Magnus MacGilded passed away immediately following the trial. What? No. What? Exactly my word. Mr. MacGilded is dead? The dose, alright. I have 19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement. Time enough to talk. What happened? I don't understand. What happened? Yeah, exactly. How can he be dead? After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you presumably recall, an omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom. Oh yes, of course. That was the scene of the crime, which Mr. MacGilded has been accused of. Precisely. Well, while the bailiff's attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames. No. How could such a thing have happened? That is being investigated as we speak. But already, the police have identified the corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage as that of Mr. MacGilded. That's awful. The man must have slipped inside while the bailiff's attention was elsewhere. That bailiff really needs to pay more attention. And how could that have happened? That is also being investigated as we speak. Is it really MacGilded if it's a charged corpse? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure about the scientific methods they used to identify corpses then. Maybe he just had a weird hat. Thinking back now, immediately after the trial, Mr. MacGilded did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus. Well, I must be making correct now. It is time for the inspection. Sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself. An inspection of the omnibus? Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard had any intention of re-examining the carriage. But then who was Mr. MacGilded talking about? Never mind that now. The Yard is making a thorough investigation. This matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police. Poor Mr. MacGilded. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not really dead. Yeah. So, how did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court? Well, I don't know. It was wow. Huh. Mr. Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped in the solemnity of Great Britain's long history. Thank you, Susato-san. It's really a world apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old. Wow, Susato-san has such a way with words. Oh, and you seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones. I don't understand. Are the things in parentheses only thoughts? It's weird if we're saying that out loud. The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can. The most advanced in the world? Well, it's not the technology. I don't understand. The most advanced in the world? Is it? It was fortunate that your very first trial was a simple affair. Well, I wouldn't call that very simple, but okay. Oh, simple? That was simple? As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose. Really? Oh, I don't mean to be contrary, Lord Strongheart, but the case was anything but simple. The circumstances of the case were so incriminating. I was stunned when I first heard them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. Is something funny? No, my apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. And that can only be attributed to exceptional talent. Wouldn't you agree? Do you agree? I'm not sure. Well, I don't know about that. She's reading your mind? Oh, god damn it. She's too good for us. Well, never mind then. You exceeded my expectations, I freely admit. That much at least is an undeniable truth. Which is precisely why I have prepared the new case for you, as that I mentioned before. Oh, what's going on? What was he going to say before? Wait, he was going to say something? Okay, what's the new case then? Could you perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned? Don't tell me. It's a murder. The trial starts in 10 minutes. Don't worry, it's nothing so alarming, or quite so urgent as your last assignment. In fact, this case is completely different. Oh, I see. Did you just read my mind? Everyone is reading my mind. What's going on? That is to say, no one has died. As of yet. Wait, what? And the trial will not be today. There is plenty of time to research the case thoroughly. "23 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds to be precise." So the trial's tomorrow then. So observant. Oh, is everything alright? Oh, yes, I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was... well, it's left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer. Oh, Naruhodo-san. I don't know if I could face standing in that courtroom again after Mr. McGilder's trial. Oh, yes. I nearly forgot. There is one similarity with yesterday's case. Wait, what? Once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense. Oh, well, that's why we're going, right? If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unrepresented. And if that happens, I need not remind you the inevitable outcome. It's in 10 minutes. Oh, it's not in 10 minutes. What are you saying? The most terrible end awaits the defendant. The most terrible one? Yes, that's right. There we go again. Your time is up. You will have to excuse me now. I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. Tick-tock. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds until the court sits. Oh, last time he mentioned the 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time. You have to make up your mind, man. And on one more thing, Mr. Naruhodo. There is something I should like to ask you. What's that? Yesterday, you remarked upon something. That you intend to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asagi. I would be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds? Kazuma always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world worked so he could change ours in Japan. Now that it's gone, I'd like to work towards that myself. And there's another thing. Another thing? Continue. On the way here, on the steamship, he said something to me. There's something very important that I have to do. Something very important. And what exactly would that be? He never had a chance to tell me. I suppose he would have done if he'd ever made it. You're out of time. Well, thank you for an enlightening discussion. Naruhodo-san, what's that? What's all this about? Mr. Asagi. Asagi-sama never once mentioned anything of the sort to me. Well, you know, we are much closer friends. I urge you both to focus your attention on the matter at hand. I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case. He'll be able to apprise you of the details. How long has he been here? So, I wish you the best of luck and bid you farewell. Oh, there's something very important that I have to do. Kazuma-sama, what did you mean? I wish I knew, but honestly, he never told me. Anyway, we had better talk to the detective, don't you think? Oh, yes, you're right. I hope I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say he looks pleased to see us at all. Yeah, I don't know. He has a weird expression on his face. Wait, he's got fries? Well, sorry, chips? Oh, this This must be the Lord Chief Justice desk. I believe it's made of marble. Marble desk? Wow. Looks more like an over-the-top tombstone that's toppled over to me. Oh, I think that's your fanciful imagination at work again. Naruto-san. It feels like everything that's normally made of wood and paper at home is made of bricks and stone here. I know. That's why this place feels so overbearing, I'm sure. Where are they? Are there cogs all around? Wait, are we in... Wait, what? Are we... No, we're not in Big Ben. Is this some kind of clock? Yeah, there's the is this the head of the clock? I don't know the proper name of that. Oh, actually, I think we might be inside some sort of giant clock. But those gears are larger than anything you'd find on a steam locomotive even. Steam locomotive even? It's eerie. Do you think clocks are some sort of hobby of his? The Lord Chief Justice, I mean. Oh yeah, he just made this one on his spare time. Oh well, boys do enjoy fiddling around with machines, don't they? What? I'm not sure you could fiddle with cogs that size, and I'm certain you couldn't call him a boy. Still, it's amazing how little noise the cogs make, considering how large they are. Oh, interesting. I don't know. Does the noise depend on the size of the cogs? Yeah, probably. But would large... Oh yeah, vibrations... Oh yeah, they would make more noise, for sure. There's actually something quite soothing about the precise rhythm. Okay, I think we should talk to this guy. What's with the candelabra there? Just look at the naughty books packed together on the shelves. They go from floor to ceiling. The escape mechanism would make noise. Escape mechanism? I have no idea what that is. Oh, and they're all books that you couldn't hope to come by in Japan. It's like a dream. Yes, a very bad dream. Oh, they're not all about British law either. There are books about the judicial systems of other Western nations. France, Germany, Spain, Holland. What about Russia? Oh, why do you ask? I was wondering about asking the Lord Chief Justice how you say wardrobe in Russian. What do you think? We already know how to say that. It's garderobe. Oh, I think perhaps Ether's thoughts best abandoned. I don't know if you've seen the mystery we had on the boat. But it was so sad. There was a woman, a ballerina, who wanted to escape her life at the ballet. So she fled secretly on a boat, our boat, and there was a misunderstanding, and she pushed our friend Kazuma, and he died because of that. Even though he wasn't gonna do what she thought he was gonna do. So it's very, very sad. Letting a cog tooth one by one every second, so the clock turns at a regular pace. Oh yeah, you mean the ticking sound. And it's one tooth every second. So there are 60 ones? Well, that makes sense. Okay, we have to talk with this guy. Wait, is that how you supposed to eat those? Well, it depends on the clock, but grandfather clocks, yeah. Infinite chips and infinite fish as well. It's just, I don't know. What's a very traditional fish and chips? Could you trouble you? One of the chips is fish. Yeah. What do you think? Lovely weather, isn't it? What's the weather got to do with anything? Listen to me, young Japanese upstart. Some frippery about the weather doesn't get every English gent eating out of your hand, you know? But Sister-san told me it was foolproof. I'm a busy man, a very busy man. There's a crime scene to investigate. Oh wow, man, he's angry eating those fish and chips. But I'm here, having to give the likes of you talking to. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you imagine what the other officers there will be saying? Haven't seen Gregson anywhere, have you? Oh no, he's too busy with the bigwigs these days. And all because of some bumpkin who's here on a jaunt from a country I've never even heard of. Hey, that tripping sound? That's my reputation at the yard going to tatters. Oh, there's no need to rip us apart as well. He's not eating like a gentleman. No, he's not. Oh, I don't believe we've been introduced. This is Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant. So, what's wrong with him? Oh, it's lovely weather. Oh, it's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it? Oh, it's unseasonably fine, I grant you. London winters don't see a lot of sunshine. What? How did it work for her? Unbelievable. How did she pull that off? Exactly. Oh, she's a magician. So, Lord Strongheart has asked me to fill you in on the case. The name's Tobias Gregson. Inspector Gregson to you. Arms from Scotland Yard. Oh, Gregson? Oh, Inspector Gregson? Why is she so surprised? What's the matter with Sato-san? Does this detective's name mean something to her? Is he famous? Oh, Inspector, are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson? What? You're acting like you know this man, Miss Susato-san. But he's a London detective. Oh, I do know him. Very well, in fact. Very well? Yes, he features prominently in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Oh, in that publication. What's it called again? Rance Magazine? That's right. Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful friendly rivalry. Oh, really? Oh, really? You? The rival, the great Mr. Sholmes? That's incredible. Oh, well, I don't know about that. Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come up with the goods from time to time. Flattery, yeah, that's gonna get us far. Oh, Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise. Gregson is the pick of a bad lot of all the Scotland Yarders. Those were his own words. Okay, so he's the best of the worst. That's great. That's his highest praise. Well, Mr. Sholmes isn't particularly known for giving compliments, you see. Oh, that he is not, and thanks to that magazine, my name's known all over London town now. And that's great, isn't it? I have to admit that, to start with, I was a little, well, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the Yard went through the roof. Well, that's wonderful. No, it is not. There's nothing more sinister than the man on the street. People are always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure. Rumors? Are you quite sure? He's changed since he started appearing in the stories. Or the fame's got to his head. Stuff like that. Isn't he a bit paranoid? Or maybe. But you know, he's kind of changed. He started appearing in those stories. Gosh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you? Like I said, they whisper, so I can't catch exactly what they're saying. But I know what folks are like. I'm sure that's what they're saying. As sure as egg is eggs. I get the feeling this detective could be very hard work. Hey, well, that wasn't a thought. Did you hear that? Oh dear, perhaps a sudden rise to fame does change people. Well, was she talking about people talking, the person in question or the other ones? Oh. 9 chips and a fish. Do you count 9? I see only 8. So, about the case that the Lord Chief Justice mentioned before. Nothing to tell, really. As far as we're concerned at the Yard, it couldn't be simpler. Oh dear, that probably means that as far as we're concerned as a lawyer, it couldn't be more complicated. Oh, I wish we were wrong about that. But I have a nasty feeling you're right. A young woman was walking along the pavement on Briar Road when she was stabbed from behind. Fortunately, it wasn't fatal, but she's still laid up in hospital, unconscious. Oh, that's despicable. What sort of coward would attack the poor woman from behind? I suppose you would have finished whoever it was off with a Susato takedown, would you? Yeah, she's doing martial arts. Oh, that is neither here nor there, Naruto-san. Brace yourself, Ryunosuke. You've angered her now. Anyway, after something of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. He barely had time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest. So, there must have been something left at the scene that led you directly to the culprit. Or perhaps a reliable witness who recognized the person in question. Let me stop you right there. You're wasting your time on this one. Sorry, what? There's nothing you can do. There's no way to help the bloke now. Why ever not? Simple. The prosecutor has been assigned to trial. Tomorrow is Lord Barak van Zieks. Barak is his first name? What? No! Sound like you've heard of him then. Oh yes, we are very familiar with Lord Van Zieks. Believed to be the harbinger of death itself. The Reaper of the Bailey. Oh god damn it. Why him? Lord Barak van Zieks, who we faced in court only yesterday. Oh, Mr. McGildy told us about him before the trial, didn't he? When Van Zieks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. And in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned, except yesterday. Well, that said, McGildy has been found dead, so maybe he's been damned, I don't know. This Reaper of the Bailey nickname. I suppose he's earned that because every defendant he advocates against is found guilty. Is that it? Oh well, if that's the case, we should inform you, Inspector, that in yesterday's trial against Sword Van Zieks, Mr. Naruto secured a verdict of not guilty. Oh, and what of it? Well, I think that means that even against the Reaper of the Bailey, it's not impossible to save the defendant. No, you really don't have a clue, do you? What do you mean? Well, he just stuck his fish and chips in his pocket? What happened to that bloke in the end, eh? He's dead. Magnus McGildy came a cropper in that omnibus when... Came a cropper? In that omnibus when it went up in flames. So, you can't rightly say you saved the defendant, can you? What are you saying? I'm not supposed to save them from the flames? Look, If Van Six could get the dirt to stick on everyone, he'd be a miracle worker. If Van Six could get the dirt to stick on everyone, he'd be a miracle worker. Oh yeah, okay. But that's not how it goes. He doesn't work miracles. He works magic. Black magic. I'd have a good, long think about that, if I were you. Are we really supposed to believe that? Did the Reaper of the Bailey burn my Gilded then? Well, we don't know. Right, well, I fill you in as requested, and I'm very nearly out of chips. Well, yeah, you know, he's only eaten like 100 of them. So I'll be heading back to the crime scene now. We're still carrying out a few investigations there. Oh, it was Prior Road you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place. Does she have a map in her book? That's correct, ma'am. And if you head over to the holding cell, you can meet the criminal himself. You've rendered him a criminal already? He's as good as shaking like a leaf in his cell, he is. It'll give you a chuckle if nothing else. He's inmate 53. Speak to the jailer and he'll show you the way. Inmate 53. Thank you. So there's no helping anyone against the Reaper of the Baileys, you say? Oh, is something troubling you? Naruhodo-san. Oh, to tell the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is... Well, if you think it's too much for you, there's no shame in turning the case down. That takes courage too. But if the man they've arrested is innocent? You could well imagine he would be shaking like a leaf in his cell. And I for one wouldn't find the sight of that funny. So, if I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's events myself. And I'm really not sure if I'll be able to help this man, whoever he is. But I'd like to try. So I think I'm going to make some inquiries. Will you help? Oh, did you really think you had to ask? After all, I am your judicial assistant. Thank you. So then, shall we? Yes, let's go. Alright, let's go then. I think we gotta... Oh. Do we go to the scene of the crime first? Maybe we should go to the scene of the crime first. They're kinda hinting at that too, by placing it there. Now you've got 23 hours, and who knows how many minutes and seconds. Oh, come on now. Don't pressure me, alright? Oh, we still haven't been there. I wonder what awaits us. Yeah, alright. We can go to the scene of the crime, so when we talk to the guy, we're gonna have more elements. 19th of February, Briar Road. Wait, what's with this bike? So, this is where it happened. Briar Road. Oh! Look! Naruto-san! Look at that regulation metal helmet. It's unmistakable. What? What? The men of Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak. That is their job, you know? Is this English music? That sounds reasonable, thank you. But Naruto-san, to see one with my own eyes? They're often depicted in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, but I never dreamt I'd ever come to this close. To a real Bobby's helmet. What? The helmet? Of course. I have to try one day. I have to try one day. Well, I hope your hearty dream comes true. I don't see Inspector Gregson anywhere. Shall we see if we can sneak past and investigate the scene of the stabbing? Oh, why should we sneak? I don't want to upset one of those bobbies and be butted on the head by one of those metal helmets. Do you think that's why they have those helmets? My skull would crack in two, I'm sure. Oh no, an English bobby would never do such a thing. This is a land of gentlemen, you know? Yeah, gentlemen who angry eat fish and chips. Coup de boule. Yeah. But isn't that a French thing? I mean, you know, soccer. Alright, let's examine the scene. I want to check that bike though. What's with this bike? A British bicycle, look! Although the wheel is so misshapen, I'm sure it couldn't possibly be ridden anymore. Someone must have been doing some breakneck cycling. Oh, it seems bicycles have become extremely popular in London recently. There's even a movement to change women's dress to allow them to ride as well. Wait, they can't ride? Oh, the bicycle fad won't last. I don't see why anyone would want to ride something like that. Oh, Yunosuke. Oh, goodness. Do you dislike bicycles? No, not at all. I mean, it's not that I dislike them exactly. It's just that any occupation that involves taking both of your feet off firm ground seems reckless. Not with this wheel anyways. Oh yeah, that's for sure. If you'd ever tried walking on stilts and fallen into a river, I know you'd agree with me. Well, that's not exactly the same, is it? Oh, we'll have to hire a bicycle sometime. You can sit behind me while I ride around. We don't know what happened. That said, look at the saddle. It's kind of the seat. It looks fancy. Wait, that's Strand Street. It is. Oh, that's a rather typical old brick building, isn't it? I'm sure it has a long and interesting history. Well, time certainly seems to have taken its toll on the place. It's crooked and sagging all over. It's kind of in bad shape. In fact, It looks in decidedly worse shape than the other houses around here. Oh, we must find some cheap lodging ourselves as soon as possible. Oh yes, you're right. Cheap, but ideally with reasonably level floors. The door looks like those in Dublin. With the holes and all? I mean the broken glass. And the windows, they are condemned. What? The arch? Is it not a English thing? I don't know. There are piles of snow on the pavement here and there, but the road itself is covered in carriage tracks. Oh, it seems carriages often travel down Briar Road. It soon disperses all the snow. Oh, I slipped over when I was walking down the pavement earlier. It seems like it would be far safer to walk on the road instead. Oh, but you're rather small, Nelson, and dressed all in black. I worry coachman might not see you, and you could be flattened by horses. Well, that would be not great. Well, thank you for the rather small concern. Okay, so let's get to this. What's that? Oh, what a delightful snowman! I didn't realize the English had a tradition of making snowmen as well. It looks a little creepy though. Oh, it has a scarf, look. Oh, you'd need one if you were out in this freezing cold all the time. I wish I had one. Oh, I'm afraid our budget is somewhat frozen at the moment, too. We certainly can't afford a scarf. Oh, surely the snowman here wouldn't miss his. I was thinking that. Oh, but the person who made the snowman certainly would. Yes, I know, you're right. Anyway. Well, even if I borrowed it, it wouldn't do much to warm my neck with it. It's covered in snow. There's nothing up there. Okay, we can look at the policeman. That's one of the officers from Scotland Yard. The police are making sure the crime scene is undisturbed. I have a feeling that if you wander too close, we'll be clapped in irons. In irons. Clapped in irons. Alright. Oh, I think perhaps you're being a little overcautious. We've done nothing wrong, so we have no cause for concern. Oh no, I'm not getting caught out again. Twice is enough. Oh yeah, we've been accused of murder twice already. Twice I found myself in handcuffs despite not knowing a thing about what was going on. Oh yes, you've had some dreadful experiences. Oh, I'm sure it's that wide-eyed look of panic you're so prone to. Oh, it does you no favors at all. Okay, so we've looked at this guy. This patch of pavement must be where the incident occurred. Oh yes, it's a very wide open space, isn't it? That's true. I can't see anywhere an attacker could have been hiding. Oi! What are you foreigners doing here? Oi! Ah! Oh, we conspiring with that mustache fella from Japan, are you? Mustached fella? Mustached fellow? Who is he talking about? Conspiring? Come here to destroy evidence, are you? Why is he talking with such an accent? All of them. Get out of here before I give you a knitting. A knitting? Eden? Go on. Oh, he shoot us away like rats. Yes, we should give him a wide berth, I think. A berth? What? God damn it, what's a berth? Oh, what a disappointing experience. Distance? Okay. Oi! But who was talking about? Stay at a safe distance. Alright, alright. We're gonna do that. We don't know any... well, this is a Japanese guy with a mustache. Probably someone we don't know. Oh, that's a Scotland Yard garage. Oh yeah, and they're not very nice about the fact that we are from Japan. Van Zieks called us a Nipponese person. It's not very... it doesn't sound very nice. Maybe he's a prisoner 59. Oh, maybe. Wow. Are you saying that would be why he would have been arrested? Oh, god damn it. Oh, they use vehicles like that to rush to crime scenes and cast away criminals. I don't know. Well, we're gonna know soon enough. You're very well informed, aren't you? Oh, it's long been a dream of mine to ride on one of those through the streets of London. Well, you just have to commit a crime and then you'll be set. Well, well, just pick a stone and throw it through one of the windows then. Oh, but that would mean being arrested in order to ride it. Wouldn't it? Oh, still, if it's the only way, help me find a good stone. Oh no, Sato-san, don't do it. No, I wasn't serious. I should gonna say, oh, I wasn't serious either, was I? Okay, so we can't get close. I guess we're gonna have to go back and see the guy then. I guess we got some information already. Oh god damn it, if they arrested this guy just because he's Japanese, that would be very surprising. But then again, this game went very dark very quick. So maybe. Oh, that would be interesting. 19th of February. Local prison, cell 9. So, these are British prison cells? Huh. Oh, they're ghastly. It feels just like a dungeon. Well, I think it is a dungeon. Yes, and having experienced it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls. Oh, don't, Naruhodo-san. You're making it seem worse. Apparently, our client is in his cell, in this cell here. But it's so dark at the back there. I can't make him out. wonder what he's like. Inmate 53. Your regular representative is here to see you. He's here to see you. Stop hiding at the back of the cell and show your face at once. Am I? Am I a cat? As yet with no name? Calling me by a number? It's subtly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable. I refuse to answer. Unreasonable. Oh, Naruto-san, what? What do you think is going on here? What? I have no idea. But I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That tirade of complaints was in Japanese. God damn it! He looks weird. He has a mustache. And he's Japanese. God damn it. Are we gonna have to tackle police racism in this game? Shh, quiet. They're all around, hiding. I know they are. They're watching, listening. Even now, I can sense it. Okay. Alright. Oh, there you are. You've come to curse me, haven't you? Don't try to hide it. You're a ghost. Oh, wait, what? A ghost? Man, even Sato-san is speechless. Well, this one is paranoid, alright. Indeed it is. Well, considering, well, how he's been treated, though, might be understandable. Oh, we mean you no harm, prisoner-san. Are you, prisoner-san? Are you Japanese, by any chance? Oh, this is... Oh, beyond my wildest dreams! What? Oh, forgive me for that outburst before, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's fine. We were just a little surprised, that's all. Oh, imagine it! It's been 12 long months since I left my hometown, and here I am, in a frightful fix in a foreign land. In a frightful fix? So, hearing the sweet, sentimental tones of a compatriot's voice here in this damn dark hellhole was a most monumentally moving moment. Who could have guessed that this new client Lord Strongheart assigned to us? Yes. Alliterations for the win. Would turn out to be a fellow Japanese. Oh, what compassion my fellow countrymen show. To dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student. Wait, he's a student? What? How old is he? Noble, nurturing, never failing Nippon. Yeah, he's a alliteration man. A first-class lawyer? Oh dear, I think there's been something of a misunderstanding here. And FN. Well, it can't be perfect. I wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what's happened? Why? You've been detained as a suspect, for example. Oh, yes. Yes, I can. I will. Shan't stay sullen and silent. I'm not quite sure I understand what he means, but he seems happy. Yes, he does. I just hope he actually has good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I'm a lawyer, as you said. My name is Yonosuke Naruhodo. And I am Naruhodo-san's judicial assistant, Susato Mikotoba. I am a visiting student, sent here by our government. Wait, what? Oh, I think there's something going on with the government and those visits to England. Because we kinda caught a glimpse of the fact that Kazuma, our friend who died, had a secret mission here in England. So, but we don't know what it was. Notably, notoriously named Natsume. Soseki Natsume. Wait. Natsume? Soseki Natsume. Soseki Natsume-san? What an unusual name. Oh, call me Soseki, please. I'm a poet, you see, a writer of haiku. It's something of a nom de plume. And nom de plume? You mean an alias? Oh, that's right. Naruhodo-san. No, don't be so prosaic. It's much more refined than that. And haiku, that really reminds me of home. Oh, did I hear you say that you were a visiting student? Sent over here by the government? Oh yes, that's right. A year ago, I was told to go and study English. First, I had to suffer that misery, and now this. It's beyond the pale. Beyond the pale? Does that mean... I'm not sure that means... Oh, I don't know. Suffer that misery? Did you not want to study here? No, I mean, I've had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course. Oh. But just because the government tells you to do something, does it mean you can't do it? No. The way this guy is drawn, I kind of feel like it's a woman in drags, but I don't know. We'll see. If they told me to study English literature, that I could have understood. That's my field. But no, they told me to study the English language. Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly, unreasonable. I think Beyond the Pale is like its worst and the worst. Maybe? Okay. Unreasonable. I see. Only the other day I was told to send a report about my first year here. I tendered a blank piece of paper. Huh. I tendered. Wow. Tendered a blank piece of paper. Wise words on white washi. Washi? Does it mean paper? Oh, you must be a man of great standing. Oh, yes. So I'm often told. And I often like to be told, it seems. It does mean paper. The accusation against you. Oh, could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Suseki-san? Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't commit that atrocious murder. A murder? Oh, no, it's alright. The woman didn't actually die, did she? But she was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes. Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker? The attacker? Oh, I didn't see anyone. Wait, what? 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 If I'd seen the person who did it, do you think I'd be locked up in here? Oh dear, it seems this case is becoming rather complicated. Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me? It's the curse of London. It's incredibly, inexcusably, irritatingly inconvenient. Oh, so Suseki-san was there at the scene, but he didn't see the attacker. The attacker. Come on now, the attacker. Oh, it's vital that we find out more about the case. About the case? Huh? Well, we just have to ask. Oh, it was an accursed evening, just after the snow has started to clear and heavy with fog. It was a snowman all along. Oh, we should have taken this scarf. I knew it. I'd been to the bookshop to buy some books, and I was on my way back to my accursed lodgings. Oh, I'm sure the bookshop wasn't a curse. Sure, the bookshop wasn't a curse too. As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman, wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed into the cold, hard slab of stone at my feet. Wait, that doesn't look like what we saw earlier? How terrible! I called out to the woman, but she didn't move, and it was like Ghostly, ghoulish green graveyard. Slight exaggeration there, perhaps? I was terrified. I had to get away from there. So I ran, as fast as my legs would carry me back to my accursed lodgings. That's not good. Oh, that's not good, sorry. Oh, they'll say it was shameful, I know, to run away like that. Oh, tell me, Soseki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours? Don't be ridiculous. Do you think I know any of these fair-haired English? And a young woman at that. I'm diffident, shy, timid, and sure I can talk to people. Oh, I see. A young woman unknown to Sasaki-san. And at the time it happened, who else did you see nearby? Did anybody pass you? Oh, regrettably. Apart from myself and the woman, I didn't see a soul. No one? Oh, great. So, the victim was unknown to you, and there was nobody else on the street at the time. That creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it? What conundrum? Conundrum. Well, okay, let's find out then. What do you mean, Sato-san? What's the conundrum? I really like the way they integrate the characters. Well, if what Soseki-san has just told us is true, there's something I can't explain. He says that he didn't know the victim, and that there was no one else at the scene. Then, he apparently fled without having been seen. I did. But if that's the case... surely this man has to be the culprit? No! If that's the case, then how did they know it was him? Are they all hearing what I'm thinking? What did you just say? Oh, nothing! I didn't say anything! I just thought, oh damn, I didn't use the right voice. Oops. Perhaps I thought that a little loudly? Oh yeah, Inosuke, you really need to work on that. Oh, actually, that's not what was troubling me. Yeah, that's what I said. What I was thinking was, how did Saseki-san actually come to be arrested? Yeah, sorry? He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him. So how did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place? Oh yes, she's right. Well, she's always right. It was him. That accursed great detective. He led the police to me. The great detective? Of all the bad luck. A cursed great detective? Could it be? I shall never forget that man's name as long as I live. With his hearty laugh and his self-proclaimed greatness. Brash, big-headed busybody, begone. May you be cursed until the end of your days, Herr Sholmes. I knew it! Mr. Sholmes? Sherlock Holmes. I don't. I mean, I wonder how they're not making this joke all the time because the maybe there's another play on words on Sherlock Holmes' name. I don't know in Japanese. Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure. Oh, it was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a sliver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst in through the door. They started shouting at me. "This is the police! Put the weapon down!" Yes, it was a thin sliver, and yes, it was hard, but I wasn't eating a weapon. Disgusting dietary discrimination, devils. Oh, you clearly had a trying morning yesterday. And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. Cheshire cat? That Sherlock Holmes. It's actually just Sherlock Holmes. He's English. I've since found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London. Detection? Detection? Really? Oh yes, the great detective is really very well known. And his overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently. He thinks I'm the knife-wielding madman. Me, this weak, stooped kitten of a man. I wonder what quick deduction process led him to his conclusion this time. Do you mean to say that Mr. Sholmes' detection was the only reason the police arrested you? That would be really most unreasonable. Well, the thing is, I was thrown in a panic when the barge was away in. Oh, of course you were. That's only natural. I was terrified and trembling, and they kept throwing question after question at me in impossible English. Fiendish, foreign, flim-flammery. Well, we are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English. Cheshire Cat is the cat from Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, I know. So I was just wondering about the pronunciation. Cheshire? I don't know. Might depend from where you. Well, I've been watching some videos from an American guy, some cooking videos, and he always says Worcestershire. No, not even Worcestershire. I don't even remember how he pronounced it, but he's not saying Worcester sauce. And even not Worcestershire sauce. I don't remember how he says it, but he's not saying it the British way. Oh, good point. But my mind went blank. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say. So I just kept repeating things like, "Yes, I do," and "I'm fine." The next thing I knew, I was in manacles. Manacles? And before I knew it, I was thrown in here. Oh dear, I'm afraid that's hardly surprising. I'm fine. He's not fine now. Apparently it's pronounced Cheshire Cat indeed. Oh, that one out loud. Oh, Naruhodo-san, Esquire. Oh, you can just call me Naruhodo. And when we are speaking English, a simple Mr. is more than enough. This dictionary says formerly Chester. Chester? Okay. Okay. Cheshire Cat. Oh yes, all right. Yes, they've really got to me. This country is poisoning my mind. But please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. I should give him some accent. Really? You can tell me what really happened. You'll do it, won't you? Well, Why? Why is it so hard to say yes to me? Well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself, on a study tour. A student? I've defended a case in the Old Bailey. Only the one, though. At this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means. Oh man, that's not gonna be very reassuring to him. Oh, Naruhodo-san. I'm not even the foreign student who was supposed to be here. I'm a sort of locum lawyer, I suppose. Locum? Well, what? But that armband, and that's the mark of a defense lawyer from a great empire. Oh, it's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend. A keepsake? I know exactly what they're saying about me. Oh, who do you mean? Oh, the lawyers. All the British defense lawyers. They won't defend me. Oh, goodness. Why? Why do you say that? For the same reason as you noted before. When it happened, there was only the victim and myself around, and I ran away from the scene of the crime. Well, somebody might have thrown that knife. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit. Oh, it must be very hard for you, Sasaki-san. And anyway, I'm a student from overseas. I'm just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not to be trusted. I heard them openly laughing about me before, in my earshot, without any compunction at all. Compunction at all. Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said, and of course the foreigner did it. They even had the gall to say, the man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyway. Oh, that's awful. Oh, god damn it, that's... wow. They're really going all in on this. They're wrong. I've studied more English than half of the policemen out there on the streets. I've traveled halfway around the world to learn about these people's country and its great history. But No one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me. So, at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. You could do it, couldn't you? When I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through. Oh, so Seki-san is just give me a little time, please. I'll do what I can. For the time being. What do you mean? Oh, we shall investigate the case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it will give us a much better chance, I'm sure. Oh, yes, yes, thank you. I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you, a locum student of Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Oh, we should be going then, Naruhodo-san. We have a case to prepare for. We have no clue. Literally no clue. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here for tonight. Oh, it's Wait, has it been 2 hours already? We haven't even started really the... Wow. I'm very surprised about everything they're doing in this game. I mean, the first Phoenix Wright was really kind of a kids game, and wow, this one, it's very surprising. Your friend being killed right at the beginning. Well, not exactly the beginning, but quite close to the beginning, and the way it happened was really, really super sad, and this thing about the institutional racism, that's very weird, really unexpected. And the thing about the dude you defended before, who's actually apparently guilty. Wow. Well, that makes me very curious to see what's going to happen. So I think we're normally, I think we're going to continue that tomorrow night. So I hope to see you there. Anyway, package doing in the meantime. Have a good day. Please take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.